say these are the comp genes. This is the good gene, this is the bad gene. Now, everyone gets two, so you could have two good genes, one of each. But if you get two bad genes, well, it seems your ability to regulate dopamine is impaired. Which might not matter unless you smoke cannabis.
We found that among adolescents who had used cannabis on a monthly basis or more, who had the bad version of the gene, their chances of developing psychosis by the mid-20s were increased 11-fold.
11-fold? That's extraordinary.
It is. So this explains why the use of cannabis among a small group of people has a devastating effect in terms of the likelihood of developing psychosis, but most people remain unharmed or unscathed.
We can't know whether Chris has this vulnerability gene or others yet to be discovered because tests aren't available to the public for now. But he did fall into another major at-risk group. He started smoking dope young.
I was about 15 and I was having a pretty shitful day, to be honest, and I just thought, yeah, alright, why not? What's the worst that could happen? And it just all started from there. Yeah, I was smoking every day, all hours of the day. You know, the only time I'd really go outdoors was to try and score some more dope. Yeah, so
I think one of the most fascinating aspects of the finding was that the risk was constrained to the period of adolescence.
And that's backed up by a number of international studies. It seems the younger you start, the greater the risk.
I think science now tells us that the brain continues to develop over the life course. And there's a period of quite remarkable change that occurs during the adolescent years. Changes in brain architecture and synapse connections being made or lost. So I would just be very wary about putting anything into that milieu, be it alcohol, be it cannabis, be it other substances, at that time of high sensitivity in terms of brain development.
After his release from hospital, Chris went straight back to his bad old habits. He had a series of psychotic events over the next 2 years. Then, aged 18, something gave.
I just got this sudden rush of pain straight after having a bong, just rushed through my head from front to back, and yeah, it was the most excruciating thing I'd ever felt. Yeah, I didn't link that to the drugs either until every time I had a bong or a joint or whatever, I would get that pain again. And I slowly quit from there.
Those headaches were possibly the luckiest thing that ever happened to him. Chris now works at the very hospital he was brought to all those years ago as a mentor to other young people in the state he, fortunately, was able to leave behind. And never another psychotic episode?
No, not one.
It's amazing, really.
Oh, it is, yeah. It just proves that marijuana was the cause of my psychosis, yeah.
Since 1998, the number of teenagers using marijuana in the past year has dropped from 35% to 13%. While the scientific verdict was coming in, it seems our young were making their own judgment.
For more information and advice on the risks of marijuana use, go to our website and follow the links. Now,